Kevin and Andrew and me, and I'm not feeling terrific. I got to be honest with you, I'm not feeling terrific myself. I think it's because I've been taking these vitamins, and just this morning I looked at the side of the jar of vitamins, and I noticed that one of the ingredients is "and so on" in quotation marks. So I don't think that's very good. I think anytime that there's an ingredient that has quotation marks, I think you should be a little suspicious of that. But I think ingredients are important if you're trying to stay healthy and stuff. And I come from a generation where the nutritional information wasn't always on the side of whatever you were eating. Like when I was growing up and you would get a can of Coke, it would literally just be like, you would just say the ingredients. It would just be like carbonated water, sugar, and then all the other crazy bullshit that was in a can of Coke, right? But then at a certain point they said, well, maybe we should tell people what's in this can of Coke, and then it would actually tell you the amount of ingredients in each can of Coke. So, I remember the first time that I had a can of Coke in my hand, I was looking at the ingredients, and I realized there's 38 grams of sugar in one can of Coke. 38 grams of sugar! That blew my mind. And I'll be honest with you, I do not know exactly what a gram of sugar looks like, but I do know what a gram of cocaine looks like. So you're telling me that there's 38 little baggies in that one can? That seems like a lot. You should probably cut that down a little bit. Good thing I don't drink Coke anymore. I have just, it's that time of year where my parents go off to Mexico for about 6 weeks. They've been doing it for about, I'd say close to about 17, 18 years or so. They always go off to Mexico, and for a while, a couple years ago, there was a big issue with a lot of Canadians getting murdered down in Mexico. Or just, getting attacked. Unfortunate incidents is happening down to Canadians in Mexico. And I remember at the time, before my parents were going, I remember saying to my mom, she was like, oh, aren't you worried about getting murdered in Mexico? Right? And this is exactly where I realized where I get my optimistic, twisted sense of humor from. I asked my mom, is she worried about getting murdered? And her response was, oh my God, if that happens, well, at least I'm gonna die on vacation. Which I think that is a pretty cool, optimistic way of looking at things. Like, seriously, how do you want to die? Like, slipping on the floor like on a Whopper Wednesday at Burger King right after you picked up your dry cleaning? Or do you want to die sitting poolside having a margarita and a barbecue explodes? I think I want to die on vacation. Right? Then you can have a destination funeral. Fuck that destination wedding bullshit. Destination funeral, that's where it's at, man. That's what I want. And I think that's stupid. I think that's stupid when anytime that someone wants to write off an entire country because a couple of Canadians die somewhere, in Mexico or wherever, to write off an entire country, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Because I don't know if you realize this, but more Canadians die every year in Canada than any other country in the entire world. Just think about that, okay? How safe do you feel? A very strange thing to applaud, but thank you for that. Man, is everybody on the show talking about how old they are and how their bodies are falling apart? Holy shit, what a sad event this has turned into. But I am 46 myself, and I do not have kids. And I don't think I'm ready for kids. I don't think anybody is actually ready for kids. I don't think anybody is like, all right, well, I got my shit together, let's have some kids. I think just someone gets pregnant and you stick around and then you just deal with it, right? I don't think when they were like founding this country and they were going west and they were thinking about families, I don't think there was ever a point where someone was like, hey, listen, do you want to raise a family? Seriously, honey, we're in a wagon, okay? Maybe this isn't the best time to start a family here, right? But one reason why I know that I'm not ready for kids is because I still have a chain wallet, okay? I think if you haven't figured out how to hold on to a wallet without it being attached to you, I don't think you're ready to raise another life. I don't think that is a thing. I still have a chain wallet. I think that's like, do you still have mittens attached to your sleeves on your jacket? I think if you still have mittens, you're probably not ready to raise a family. I'm just saying. Be a man, get a pair of gloves. But I'm 46 and I do not have kids. And I don't know if every parent wants their kid to have kids. But let me tell you, it is very cringeworthy when your parents start asking you questions like, so, how are your cats doing? Fuck. They're cats. They're fine. They'll always be fine. Very little responsibility for a cat walking around your apartment going, I feel like I should be making more with my life. I don't know what's going on. You know, sometimes I feel like, saying in the conversation, oh, the cats, well, Tim, he's the shy one. He's not doing so well in school. I think we're going to have a talk with one of his teachers. And, oh, Eric, he's just a bundle of energy. I hope he's going to get on his hockey team, some shit like that. Shows you how much I know about kids and schooling. Hockey team? Do the kids do that? Yeah. And then when your parents start having to rely on asking you about inanimate objects that you have, that's always fun too. So, how's the vacuum doing? Yeah, it still sucks, Dad. Yeah, the vacuum. And the car's running fine. Yes, the car's running fine. Yes. And the computer's doing well too. Okay, yes. That computer, it grows up so fast, doesn't it, Dad? Yes, it does.